Welcome to a new IFRS Educational Fund Service. It's an initiative of OJ Inspiration Limited. It is dedicated to providing complementary and supplementary education on international financial reporting standards IFRS through a multiple-choice question and answer approach. It is intended to make learning verification, mastery, and intellectual assurance fun. In this session, we shall be considering cumulative set 2 10 questions to which the answers have been provided on IAS 33. This is standard on earnings per share. Viewers and subscribers have 30 seconds to select or choose their answer to each question. The answers to the cumulative 10 questions are reviewed at the end of all the questions. Please enjoy it. Question number 11. When are potential ordinary shares dilutive? A. When the conversion will decrease earnings per share. B. When the conversion will decrease loss per share. C. When the conversion will make earnings per share unchanged. D. When the conversion will make loss per share unchanged. E. When the conversion is not considered for earnings per share. Some counts. Ten seconds gone. $20 gone. Time up. Question number 12. The assumed proceeds from the exercise of dilutive options is measured at A. The average market price of ordinary shares during the period. B. The opening market price of ordinary shares at period start. C. The closing market price of ordinary shares at period end. D. The closing market price of ordinary shares at comparative period end. E. The average market price of ordinary shares of the comparative and reporting periods. Some counts. Ten seconds gone. $20 gone. Time up. Question number 13. Which of these are not dilutive of potential ordinary shares? A. Assumed exercise of dilutive warrants. B. Convertible instruments. C. Contingently issuable shares. D. Contract that may be settled in ordinary shares. E. Outstanding ordinary shares at period end. Some counts. $10 gone. $20 gone. Time up. Question number 14. The amount of dilution of options and warrants on ordinary shares is arrived at as A. The issue price less the average market price. B. The issue price plus the average market price. C. The average market price less the issue price. D. The average market price less the value of options and warrants. D. The highest market price less the issue price. Counts. $10 gone. $20 gone. Time up. Question number 15. Which of these are always anti-dilutive? A. Purchase put options only. B. Purchase call options only. C. Written put options. D. Forward purchase contracts. E. Purchase put options and purchase call options. From counts. 10 seconds gone. 20 seconds gone. Time up. Question number 16. Potential ordinary shares that are converted into ordinary shares are included in the calculation of diluted earnings per share. A, from the date of conversion only. B, from the first period end of the date of conversion. C, from the beginning of the period to the end of the period. D, from the period following the period of conversion. E, from the date they are included in basic earnings per share. Some counts. 10 seconds gone. 20 seconds gone. Time up. Question number 17. On the conversion of potential ordinary shares into ordinary shares within a period, they are A, included in the calculation of basic earnings per share only. B, included in the calculation of diluted earnings per share, but not basic earnings per share. C, not included in the calculation of basic loss per share only. D, not included in the calculation of diluted loss per share. E, included in the calculation of both basic and diluted loss per share. Some counts. 10 seconds gone. 20 seconds gone. Time up. Question number 18. Diluted earnings per share is A, not ascertained for discontinued operation. B, not ascertained for continuing operation. C, ascertained for continuing operation only. D, ascertained for both continuing and discontinued operations. E, not presented in statement of profit or loss. Some counts. 10 seconds gone. 20 seconds gone. Time up. Question number 19. One of these holds when there are potential ordinary shares without preferential interest, charges, or dividends. A, basic earnings per share is always lower than diluted earnings per share. B, basic earnings per share is always the same as diluted earnings per share. C, diluted loss per share is always less than basic loss per share. D, diluted loss per share is always more than basic loss per share. E, basic loss per share is always the same as diluted loss per share. Time counts. 10 seconds gone. 20 seconds gone. Time up. Question number 20. All of the following do not affect the amount of diluted earnings per share except A, increase in the period or revaluation surplus. B, foreign operation transaction gain. C, cash flow hedging gain. D, financial assets measured at amortized cost. E, financial assets measured at fair value through other comprehensive income. Some counts. 10 seconds gone. Twenty seconds gone. Time up. We proceed to review the answers. Question number 11. The answer to question number 11 is A. When the conversion would decrease earnings per share. Potential ordinary shares are dilutive when and only when the conversion to ordinary shares would decrease earnings per share or increase loss per share from continuing operations. A is the answer to question number 11. Question number 12. The answer to question number 12 is A. The average market price of ordinary shares during the period. The exercise of dilutive options is measured at assumed proceeds at the average market price of ordinary shares during the period. They are regarded as having been received from the issue of ordinary shares. A is the answer to question number 12. Question number 13. The answer to question number 13 is D. Outstanding ordinary shares at period end. Assumed exercise of dilutive warrants, convertible instruments, contingently issuable shares, and contracts that may be settled in ordinary shares are dilutive of potential ordinary shares. Outstanding ordinary shares at period end are already extant and are not dilutive of potential ordinary shares. E is the answer to question number 13. Question number 14. The answer to question number 14 is C. The average market price less the issue price. The amount of dilution of options and warrants is the average market price of ordinary shares during the period minus the issue price. C is the answer to question number 14. Question number 15. The answer to question number 15 is E. Purchase put options and purchase call options. Purchase put options and purchase call options are always anti-dilutive. However, written put options and forward purchase contracts are not always anti-dilutive. That is, the exercise or settlement price is not always above the average market price for the period. On the other hand, purchase put options are exercised only if the exercise price is higher than the market price. Purchase call options are exercised only if the exercise price is lower than the market price. E is the answer to question number 15. Question number 16. The answer to question number 16 is C. From the beginning of the period to the end of the period. Potential ordinary shares that are converted into ordinary shares during the period are included in the calculation of diluted earnings per share from the beginning of the period to the date of conversion and from the date of conversion onwards. They are included in effect from the beginning of the period to the end of the period. C is the answer to question number 16. Question number 17. The answer to question number 17 is E. Included in the calculation of both basic and diluted loss per share. On the conversion of potential ordinary shares into ordinary shares within a period, the effect is that the shares are no longer only considered in diluted earnings per share computation. They are also included in the computation of basic earnings per share onwards. Therefore, it also holds that on the conversion of potential ordinary shares into ordinary shares within a period, the shares are included in the calculation of both basic and diluted loss per share. E is the answer to question number 17. Question number 18. The answer to question number 18 is D, ascertained for both continuing and discontinued operations. Where an entity engaged in a discontinued operation, diluted earnings per share, together with basic earnings per share, is ascertained for both continuing and discontinued operations of a period. Earnings per share information will be presented within a separate statement of profit and loss or in a statement of comprehensive income, where profit and loss is not presented separately from other comprehensive income. D is the answer to question number 18. Question number 19. The answer to question number 19 is C. Diluted loss per share is always less than basic loss per share. Given the dilutive nature of potential ordinary shares, the denominator in the calculation increases with the same common numerator for basic calculation, which could be a profit or loss. This leads to a less amount per share, whether as earnings or loss per share. In a loss situation, and with the conditions in the question, diluted loss per share is always less than basic loss per share, where there are potential ordinary shares. C is the answer to question number 19. Question number 20. The answer to question number 20 is D. Financial assets measured at amortized cost. The profit or loss line items on which the calculation of both basic and diluted earnings per share are based are those determined as profit or loss from continuing operations and profit or loss from discontinued operations after applicable adjustments are made on these line items for the anti-dilutive or dilutive effects. Items in the other comprehensive income are not considered. All the items in the options are presented in other comprehensive income except for financial assets measured at amortized cost that has the associated income or expense or impairment recognized in profit or loss. D is the answer to question number 20. That is all for this set 2. Thank you for joining us for the set 2 of IAS 33 earnings per share. We invite you to subscribe to our channel, share our links, and invite those in your network to do the same. This will enable you and all other subscribers get direct notifications on future video uploads. We intend to cover all of the standards in this framework and create further sets of questions and answers on standards already covered. For collaboration in this area, please call or WhatsApp +2349 030 770109. All rights to this production and others in the service are reserved for OG Innovation Limited. Thank you once again and bye for now.